find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen, mother.
I'll tell you right now, everything's being videotaped on my body cam, Sergeant.
Being a cop is tough, needing lots of time and effort. So when someone pretends to be one on the street, it's a big problem. Let's dive into some cases where fake cops were exposed and face the consequences they deserve.
I'm gonna detain you for right now.
Okay.
This individual wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. So on September 1st, 2023, multiple Atlanta officers rushed to the scene of a car accident. When they got there, they saw the damaged car and observed something peculiar about one of the passengers inside.
What's going on, ma'am?
Somebody just hit us at the red light. This
Is
my
he okay?
husband.
Is he okay? Sir? He in handcuffs? Why is he in handcuffs?
The passenger, later identified as 47-year-old Samuel Smith, was wearing handcuffs. Intrigued, the cops wanted to know why, but the female driver was hesitant to spill the beans easily.
I can't answer no questions, sir.
Hold on 1 second. Leave him there. 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 Radio, can I get a photo of my location? I have a black male with lacerations to his face.
Shortly after, medical personnel showed up at the scene, and the officer once again grilled the female driver for answers. This time, she chose to open up.
Hey, how did he wind up in handcuffs, love? How did he wind up in handcuffs?
Sir, we just left the strip club.
Which strip club?
Peaches.
Peaches? Okay. I got you. Over on RDA?
Yeah.
I got you.
By now, the officer had serious doubts about the arrest, leading to an even more thorough investigation.
Did you guys get into it with security over there?
Sir, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is that's my husband.
Gotcha. Say less.
I'm gonna grab your
Appreciate it.
ass and throw the car. I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. You're good. What's this? 1306 radio.
Realizing the seriousness of the situation, the officer wasted no time and headed straight to the bar mentioned by the female driver in search of this supposed officer.
What you work for?
Homeland.
Okay. Did y'all have some shit up here a little bit ago? Male and female get into it with anybody?
Yeah.
Left in a pair of cuffs?
Yeah.
All right. What was the story with that?
They were just drunk.
When they arrived, the officers found someone wearing a police vest and carrying a handgun. What's more, he had a sedan with police lights and decals.
All right.
And
Whose handcuffs is he wearing?
mine, he took off. He jumped in the SUV and took off.
Yeah. I mean, it's Metro to Fair, so like almost down to 166. Wiped out real hard. Hurt some people.
The man, later identified as 49-year-old Terrence Jacks, claimed to be a Department of Homeland Security special agent. However, if it isn't obvious by now, he was clearly lying.
All right. Here's what I want you to do for me, okay? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take your firearm off your side. Okay?
Okay.
You got just syrup right here?
Yeah.
All right. Place that in my car. I'm gonna detain you for right now.
Okay.
As the officer's suspicions grew, he decided to conduct a thorough investigation into Mr. Jacks.
Right now, you are not under arrest. You're just being detained for the further investigation here.
Meanwhile, the officer took precautions and removed some of Jacks's equipment. At this point, Jacks began to realize that his charade was quickly unraveling.
Do you have a key to your handcuffs?
In the car.
Keys in the car?
Yeah.
Who's the radio through?
eBay. Nobody.
Okay. It's not a Homeland radio?
No.
Okay. Here's this for a minute. Okay. I'm gonna have you have a seat in my car for a minute, okay?
Upon further investigation, the officer uncovered a disturbing fact about him, exposing all of Jacks's lies.
But never registered it. The license plate is off of a Bluebird school bus from Tucker, Georgia. That's how he got a GV tag.
Radio check this thing.
After unraveling the truth, the officer meticulously searched Jacks's entire vehicle, unveiling further items linked to law enforcement.
Is it just a scanner? The jacket in the back seat is just a regular old raincoat. It doesn't say police on it. Got it? Beautiful. Put this in the bag with all of the other evidence, because that's going to be evidence also.
You don't have Mike.
Finally, Terrence Jacks was escorted to the police station, where he faced charges of impersonating a public officer. Later, he was transported to Fulton County Jail, and all of his police equipment was confiscated. But that wasn't the only instance of someone attempting to impersonate a cop. This next guy took it to a whole new level.
Get the fuck over before you find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen, mother.
Stop.
The individual donning the body cam is Jeremy DeWitt. He ran a company offering escort services for funeral processions, and things took a bizarre turn on a particular day. In 2019, during a funeral procession, Jeremy found himself attempting to impersonate a police officer.
Get over! Hold the fuck over! Over! You out of my funeral! Out of my funeral!
Jeremy was spiraling out of control, menacing the oncoming traffic. That's when he crossed paths with a fearless citizen.
Get the f over! What are you doing? What the f does it look like I'm doing, dumb? Get the f over before you find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen, motherfucker, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it the f out before you start talking shit and cutting us off.
I'm not cutting anyone.
The man persisted in resisting and even warned Jeremy that he would involve the police.
Now,
I'm not
do your
cutting
little
anyone
Google search and figure out what we're doing and what
I
we
know what
legally
you're doing.
allowed. Good. Then back off and give us room.
I'm not interfering with you at all.
You are by
You are
running along.
You've been blocking traffic.
Yeah, I need you to stay to the side, sir.
Dude,
That's what the legal law is.
Even the imminent threat of law enforcement couldn't dissuade Jeremy, who displayed no intention of halting his reckless behavior.
I'm gonna call the
316,
police on you. I'm
good,
gonna
call
sheriff
him.
now.
Please, 911, right now.
I'm not calling
Go
911.
ahead, call them 911 right now.
I'm not going to call 911.
Tell them
This
it's
is
on
not
video
emergency.
too. Let them know all of us
That's
it's on
fine.
video. We also
You
have
guys
your
need to
tag
stop
number.
blocking
So
traffic.
please let me know.
Escort.
Jeremy persisted in harassing the public until he crossed paths with a marked patrol vehicle. Witnessing his reckless driving, the police officers initiated a traffic stop.
I can't because unless you're going to put one of your cruisers here and hold this funeral, I can't do that. Sorry, to piss me off. Sorry, I'm not trying to piss you off. Get your license. See, what okay. Get your license. Sergeant, we can transfer over the window. What happened?
During the traffic stop, it came to light that Jeremy's motorcycle had been reported as stolen.
I have a valid registration from the state of Florida, Sergeant. I need units back here now with video cameras. Now! Sergeant, my vehicle's not stolen, Sergeant. I can tell you right now, everything's being videotaped on my body cam, Sergeant. Okay, you're so that's not a firearm, Sergeant.
Jeremy's unruly demeanor continued to escalate with no signs of relenting.
I have the registration for the vehicle, Sergeant. I have the registration for the vehicle, Sergeant. Sergeant, get your lieutenant, please.
There is no lieutenant. I'm
Then
in.
get a captain.
There is no captain.
Then
I'm in.
get somebody that outranks you, Sergeant.
Nobody
I have
outranks
the
me.
very valid registration.
It's shocking to see his sense of entitlement, as impersonating a police officer seems to hold no concern for him.
Sergeant,
Well, you have handcuffs.
make sure you have your body cameras running.
Body cameras are running. Why you have
I'm
handcuffs?
not talking to you, officer.
Okay.
Surprisingly, Jeremy displayed no remorse and persisted in arguing with the sergeant.
We could have done this professionally, not like children. Just because you don't like me and you have a history with me doesn't authorize you to treat me like shit, Sergeant.
I'm treating you like shit.
You are, Sergeant.
Let's go. Everybody can move on.
No, there's 12 with me, just like your officers would be if you needed help.
While the officer was occupied patting him down and confiscating his belongings, Jeremy persisted in exacerbating the situation for himself.
That's because the Honda was stolen and we got the tag back from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, and then we registered it to that motorcycle. And that motorcycle has that tag. And the Department of Motor Vehicles issued the registration sticker for that tag.
Witnessing his uncooperative behavior, the officer decided to remove him from the scene momentarily.
You just chill. If it's an issue, we'll figure it out. But you screaming and yelling isn't going to change that. Well, pulling me out, putting me in cuffs, when your car is, when it shows signal 10, stolen, it's a felony. So that's how it's done. Registration, and I have the registration on my phone, but you guys are refusing to listen. Just sit tight. Okay.
Upon investigation, it was revealed that Jeremy was a registered sex offender and lacked an active security license. Consequently, he was promptly arrested and taken to Orange County Jail, where he faced charges for resisting arrest without violence, impersonating a law enforcement officer, and unlawfully using a two-way radio. In addition, he received 2 traffic violation citations. Despite facing these charges, Jeremy's behavior persisted without remorse or signs of learning from his actions.
It was in plain view. It's in plain view. How am I being arrested? Call for a cage car.
On March 23, 2021, a deputy witnessed Jeremy leading a group on the highway in a similar fashion, once again dressed as a police officer and armed with a firearm. The deputy promptly pulled him over and got straight to the point.
Kid, don't reach for that firearm. Walk away from your bike. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Go down to your knees. Do not reach for that firearm. Do not reach for that firearm. Go down to your knees. Go down to your stomach. Do not reach for that firearm. Go down to your stomach now. Do not reach for that firearm.
This time, the officer wasted no time handcuffing him.
What? You got the firearm on the side. Put your hands on the bed. You're being secure because you're openly carrying a firearm. What? You're openly carrying a firearm.
Jeremy refused to admit that he was carrying a firearm and had another story for it.
You know it's a pepper ball. It's a firearm. I do not know it's a pepper ball. That looks like a regular firearm. You know it's a pepper ball, even in case you know it's even told you in the email that it's a pepper ball. Stay with him.
The officer disregarded Jeremy's attempted cover-up and continued with the necessary actions.
Whoa. Leave my camera alone, bro. Jeremy. Leave my camera alone. No, you're not going to talk to me. Okay, I dictate this traffic stop, not you. You understand me? What are you yanking my helmet off? I'm trying to take your helmet off. What are you yanking my helmet off? I'm trying to identify you because I can't see you. You're trying to identify me? Bro, leave my camera alone. What are you doing?
Jeremy, however, was adamant about proving the officer wrong. The officer ultimately removed the weapon, leading to another shocking discovery.
What is this? It is a fire. No, I do not. You know it's a pepper ball. Stop it, man. All right, I'm going to take it up. Bullshit. Stop with that bullshit. All right, Jeremy, you're being arrested for carrying a concealed weapon.
As it turned out, Jeremy was not carrying a firearm, but rather a device that shoots chemical substances.
Concealed? It was in plain view. That's not plain view. That's concealed. That holster's concealed. What are you talking about? How the f are you? What are you talking about? It's in plain view. You would have shot your 9-7. What are you talking about? Give me a sergeant. Give me a lieutenant. Give me a lieutenant. It was in plain view. It's in plain view. How am I being arrested? Call for a cage car.
Just to remind you, Jeremy is a convicted felon and is prohibited from carrying any kind of concealed weapons. But with time, his insane rambling went to a different level.
Give me a lieutenant. Go ahead and stand up, Jeremy. Give me a lieutenant. Give me a lieutenant. Give me a lieutenant. Jeremy, just be quiet. No, give me a lieutenant. Jeremy, just be quiet. You can't. Come on, man.
Despite being informed of the situation, Jeremy continued to be uncooperative, refusing to comply with the officer's instructions.
Sergeant, let me get a lieutenant. You're not getting a lieutenant. You're going to be quiet. You're going to be quiet. Why is 970 not valid now? Why is Stephen Casey Miller email not valid now? Why is that not valid?
Meanwhile, the officer decided to shift his focus to the other individual apprehended and provided him with significant relief.
You're free to go. I don't have anything on you. You're free to go. So you can do what you can do what you need. You do.
I need you to call.
You do have a license, right?
Take my phone off my bike right there.
Okay, no, but you're free to go.
Take my phones.
No.
Jeremy, on the other hand, was becoming increasingly agitated, leading the officer to lose his temper.
What's going on? I wasn't open carrying.
Sit down! Sit down and be quiet!
Where's your
Sit
lieutenant?
down!
Where's the lieutenant? Where's the lieutenant? Where is the lieutenant?
At this point, it seemed like no strategy could effectively deal with Jeremy, as he simply wouldn't stop talking.
Jeremy, I'm going to explain this to you right now, and I want you to listen up, and I want you to stop running your mouth.
Okay.
All right, you sound like a little child out here running your mouth.
it's
Okay,
not like
listen
you're
to me.
arresting me for
Jeremy,
something.
listen to me. I'm going to tell it to you.
Go ahead, Sergeant.
Okay? You're being arrested for carrying a concealed weapon. That's what you're being charged with. When we get off the roadside, I'm not going to argue with you here on the roadside. This isn't the place or time to argue with.
But I'm not-
Listen to me. It's not the time or place to argue with you. When we're done here, I'm going to take you back to the station, and then we'll talk about it. But I'm not going to argue with you up here on I-4.
After some deliberation, the officers resolved to arrest him. But before proceeding, they needed to conduct a thorough search.
Your boots, right? You want to check the boots? Here. You want to take the clothes off, Jimmy?
Sergeant, can you answer that for me, please? If I'm wearing my weapon in plain view, how is it concealed?
Jeremy, after being caught impersonating a police officer with a device that shot chemicals, underwent a lengthy interview and admitted his intention. Though arrested and initially booked on charges, they were later dropped as the device didn't meet legal criteria as a concealed weapon. This case raises questions about the consequences for impersonating law enforcement, sparking debate among viewers about whether Jeremy's actions warranted more severe punishment.